After the priest assigned to the immortal shrine offered Oba Ewai the second items for Isoton on behalf of his family. However, Chok, known as Uri, represented a mixture from royal fans after ancestral spirits were invoked to bear witness and announce his arrival. On his way home, Oba Ewai paid tributes at various pilgrimage sites, including Queen Idia tomb, beside Oba Market, where a cheerful crowd of traders abandoned their wares to catch a glimpse of the royal personage and join in the celebration.
ITV, certainly the best. ITV, certainly the best.
On the news tonight, President Tinubu launches Nigeria for Women program, targets 25 million women. Security agencies ramp up preparations for FCT council polls. Edo State and NNPC Limited to build 10,000 BPD condensate refineries. Nigerian Army arrests 13 suspected kidnappers and criminals in Edo State. Lagos police arrest 2 suspected armed robbers, recover firearms and ammunition. Television. I am Abigail.
Good evening to you, Abigail. It's a pleasure to be on this bit with you. Good evening also, Marcelina.
Good evening also, Marcelina. It's a pleasure, and it's nice to say that it's a criminal affair tonight. Good evening, Marcelina.
Beautiful evening to you, Abigail. Good evening, Chukumfunaya. Good to see you guys on the screen tonight.
And I'm moving on to the news in details. President Bola Tinubu has launched the Nigeria for Women program, declaring that empowering 25 million Nigerian women was central to the country's ambition of building a 1 trillion naira economy. As State House correspondent Ikaro Ata reports, the president, represented by Vice President Kashim Shettima, unveiled a program at the State House Conference Center, Abuja, describing it as a decisive step towards inclusive national development.
Speaking during the program launch, Vice President Kashim Shettima says that President Bola Tinubu has emphasized that the scale-up of the program reflects the administration's commitment to placing women at the center of Nigeria's economic transformation. He stressed that any nation that fails to prioritize women risks stagnation and instability. Senator Shettima also noted that the expansion of the program was based on verifiable successes recorded during its first phase, reached over 1 million beneficiaries across 6 states. He particularly referenced the Happy Women app, a digital platform designed to improve service delivery and inclusion for women entrepreneurs.
Our commitment to women and shapes our international engagements. During the President's official visit to Turkey last month, we oversaw the signing of a strategic memorandum of understanding to strengthen family cohesion and social welfare systems. And this decision was deliberate. Strong families are a national security and development asset. Societies that invest in family stability reduce vulnerability and long-term instability. In this spirit, I hereby direct that the year 2026 be designated as the year of social development and families in Nigeria, with coordinated actions across all arms and levels of government. I want every Nigerian woman to understand this clearly. This government sees you, values your contribution, and is investing in your success.
The Vice President also announced that this year has been designated as Nigeria's Year of Social Development and Families. He explained that the declaration follows a memorandum of understanding signed during his official visit to Turkey in January, aimed at strengthening family cohesion and social welfare system. From the Aso Rock Presidential Villa, Abuja, I'm Ikaro Ata, ITV News.
The Independent Electoral Commission, INEC, is calling for stronger coordination among security agencies as the country approaches a busy electoral period. The INEC chairman, Professor Joash Amokbiton-San, stated this at the first quarter meeting with the Interagency Consultative Committee on Election Security in Abuja. Joseph Kadri reports that he stressed that robust city arrangements remain critical to conducting free, fair, and credible elections.
Interagency Consultative Committee on Election Security is the last stakeholder with the INEC in the first quarter series of dialogue with us. Speaking, INEC Chairman Professor Joash Amupiton SCN, security coordination is the ultimate determinant of the success of polls. He urges them to brace up ahead of the several elections lined up for conduct, beginning with the February 21st Area Council election in the FCT.
Conducting multiple elections simultaneously across different states further forces the need for heightened vigilance, adequate manpower deployment, and seamless interagency cooperation. Preparatory activities are already underway. Early security planning is critical to preventing avoidable challenges and ensuring peaceful election in both states.
The National Security Advisor and the police assure that adequate personnel will be deployed to polling units and other high-risk areas, with clear directive to curb thuggery, clamp down on vote buying before and after the elections.
As we prepare for the FCT Area Council's election and the by-elections in Kano and River State, the Nigerian Police Force is designated as the lead agency for election security in collaboration with other security and law enforcement agencies, is actively mobilizing resources and implementing measures to prevent any action that will disrupt the electoral process.
The Nigerian Police will continue to deploy massively all elections across the country.
Joseph Kadri, ITV News.
If you have just joined us, you're watching the network news on the
Thank you very much, Abigail. Now, just so you know, you can watch ITV live online at www.itvradioeng.com. Follow us on all our social media platforms, Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at ITV Radio NG. Now, the news proper from our Benin Network Center. Edo State government and the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited have perfected arrangements to collaborate in the building of a 10,000 barrels per day condensate refinery. The refinery, expected to be completed within 24 and 36 months, will be located in the Oredo and Orionwo local government areas. Government House correspondent Kingsley Ugie-Emobo has the details.
The proposed 10,000 barrels per day condensate refinery, once operational, is expected to produce approximately 20 truckloads of petrol and 10,000 truckloads of diesel to serve Edo State and other neighboring states. Governor Bolo received the delegation of the management team of the Nigeria National Petroleum Company Limited, led by the Executive Vice President for Downstream, Alhaji Mumuni Dagazia. During the courtesy visit, he described the investment as a reflection of President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda, emphasizing that the refinery, when built, would create jobs, reduce poverty, and strengthen the state's industrial base.
This investment is part of the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President, creating jobs. We are ready to support you. We are ready to give you our land. We are ready to give you CFO. Whenever you want it, we'll give it to you.
Alhaji Mumuni Dagazia noted that the condensate refinery as a sustainable project aims not only at revenue generation, but also at job creation, industrial growth, and the overall development of Edo State.
Came to reiterate our commitment, to say that we're here to partner with you. I know we have actually advanced a lot more. We had our first initial board meeting, another show of commitment to what we hope this project will deliver.
The Chief Downstream Investment Officer at NNPC Limited, Mr. Ikedichi D. Nwoke, assured that when completed, the refinery would position Edo State as a major energy and industrial hub in the South-South region.
Management of NNPC has now designated the Oredo condensate refinery development as the flagship like I reported when I came here, we have a number of sites where we can also explore this, but the idea is prove the model with Oredo, as you've been able to demonstrate it, on paper, and then once we're able to prove that model, then we can now proliferate. So Oredo holds a very special place as far as the condensate refinery program is concerned.
Kingsley Ugie-Emobo, ITV News.
Now, troops of the 4th Brigade Nigerian Army have arrested 13 suspected kidnappers and drug peddlers in Edo North Senatorial District during a clearance operation codenamed Operation Igbo Danu 1. The operation, carried out in collaboration with the Nigerian Air Force, Edo State Police Command, and the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, and also the Edo State Security Corps, targeted suspected criminal hideouts in Osara Community, Isako West Local Government Area, as well as Auchi and Ukbila communities. Crime correspondent Jolade Oju has the details.
According to a statement by the Assistant Director, Army Public Relations, Captain Kennedy Anyawu, the joint operation conducted on 4th of February 2026 led to the arrest of 8 suspects. They include 25-year-old Jamilu Mohammed, 33-year-old Kasim Abu, 31-year-old Brahimo Afiz, 36-year-old Suleiman Amiso, 25-year-old Lawan Umaru, 24-year-old Bawa Awal, 40-year-old Musa Umaru, and 50-year-old Amodu Atai. Items recovered includes an English-made pump-action gun, a locally fabricated pistol, 4 live cartridges, cutlasses, a POS machine, a Nikon camera, mobile phones, codeine syrup, Indian hemp, whaling scales, other illicit substances, and the sum of 87,550 naira in cash. In a related forest clearance operation at Aviele, 5 additional suspects, namely 37-year-old Isiaka Abubakar, 25-year-old Muhammad Abubakar, 24-year-old Yusuf Abubakar, 20-year-old Mohammed Samu, and 30-year-old Isiaka Ibrahim were apprehended. Recovered items also include 2 motorcycles, 2 mobile phones, and a power bank. All suspects and recovered items have been handed over to the Edo State Police Command for further investigation and prosecution. Commander of the 4th Brigade, Brigadier General Ahmed Balogun, commended the effective collaboration among the security agencies and warned that Edo State will no longer be a safe haven for kidnappers, terrorists, or other criminal elements. We affirmed the brigade's commitment to protecting lives and property. Jola Dilju, ITV News.
Staying with security, Edo State Police Command, leading a joint security operation, has arrested 6 suspected kidnappers during a night raid deep inside the Agbede forest in Isako West local government area. Edo State, the operation, carried out in the early hours of 3rd of February 2026, involved personnel of the Nigeria Police Force, Nigerian Army, Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, Edo State Security Corps, and local hunters. Crime correspondent Jolade Oju reports.
The arrest followed a breakthrough intelligence report provided by a kidnapped victim who identified the exact forest camp where he had been held hostage. Acting on information, the Commissioner of Police, Edo State Command, Monday Agbonika, personally led the joint security team in a covert night operation into the forest. At about 3:45 a.m., operatives arrived at the identified camp, swiftly cordoned off the area, and cut off all escape routes, leading to the arrest of 6 suspects. The suspects are currently being profiled and investigated by the State Criminal Investigation Department, SCID, for possible prosecution. The Commissioner of Police described the operation as a strong warning to criminal elements, saying that Edo State forests will no longer serve as safe havens for kidnappers and other criminals. The police commander also urged residents to remain vigilant and continue providing timely and credible intelligence, assuring that sustained and intelligence-led operations will remain a priority in securing lives and property across the state. Jola Dilju, ITV News.
In another report now, Niger State is being said to have recorded a sharp rise in breast, cervical, prostate cancer cases as the world marks Cancer Day. Niger State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Murtala Muhammad Bagana, revealed that the state's cases of cancer is suddenly rising from 59 in 2016 to 102 in 2022. Kaduna correspondent Umar Mohammed reports.
According to the commissioner, although Niger State is yet to establish a population-based cancer registry, available facility data presents a worrying trend. He noted that the rise in cases is driven largely by low public awareness, limited screening centers, cultural barriers, and poor health-seeking behavior. In Niger State, facility-based data shows an increase in cancer cases from 59 in 2016 to 102 in 2022. According to Dr. Bagana, low awareness, limited screening points, poor health-seeking behavior remain major contributors. He emphasized that the state government's response is not mere rhetoric, explaining that the new Niger health agenda of Governor Muhammad Umar Bago is reforming the health system to prioritize prevention, early diagnosis, treatment, and stronger service delivery across primary, secondary, and tertiary health care levels. Dr. Bagana further explained that since 2022, the state government has scaled up cervical cancer and HPV prevention services across Chanchaga, Paikuru, Suleja, Boso, Baku, Borgu, Kontagora, Lapai, and Mokwa local government areas. He stated that over 2,000 women have been screened, more than 300 treated using the screen and treat approach. He also disclosed that about 444,659 girls aged between 9 to 14 years have been vaccinated against the human papilloma virus, HPV, across the state. From Mina, Niger State Capital, Umar Mohammed, ITV News.
In continuation of efforts to protect Nigeria's maritime waterways in line with the directive of the Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Idi Abbas, the Nigerian Navy ship NNS Delta has a new commander. Commodore Tasir Mohammed has assumed command of the unit with a mandate to sustain the fight against illegal activities such as oil theft and to safeguard the integrity of the nation's maritime domain. Warri correspondent Wenga Ahmed reports.
At a brief handing over ceremony held at the headquarters of the Nigerian Navy ship NNS Delta in Warri, the new commander, Commodore Shehu Tasir Mohammed, said he will sustain the mandate given by the Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Idi Abbas, to protect the maritime waterways from all forms of illegal activities, particularly oil theft. Commodore Tasir Mohammed added that he will continue from where his predecessor stopped and warned criminals operating within the maritime domain to desist from all acts of crime and criminality.
The CNS directive has not changed. The national objective has not changed. So I'm here to improve on what my predecessor has done, bring in new tactics, new ways of achieving things. Where I have discussed with him, he has given me some advice. He has told me the things he has done, and then from our discussion, we have charted a better way to achieve the set objectives. There are other institutions, organizations that are also given some responsibilities of securing our national assets.
Commodore Tasir Mohammed took over command from Commodore Abdulaziz Subir, who served the command for 1 year. The change of guard is a routine operational procedure of the Nigerian Navy. From Warri, Benga Ahmed, ITV News.
Moving on, Edo State Police Command has confirmed an incident of malicious damage and thuggery at the African Democratic Party State Secretariat in Benin City. The incident occurred on February 4, 2026, following a distress call received by the police control room in Benin, reporting that suspected hoodlums had invaded the party's premises and were destroying properties. Police operatives were immediately mobilized to the scene to restore normalcy. Preliminary assessments revealed damage to party flags and 2 shattered windows within the premises. Security has since been deployed to the area to prevent further attacks, while investigations are ongoing to identify and apprehend those responsible. The command appreciates the prompt reports made to the control room, which helps to avert further damage. Members of the public are encouraged to report distress situations through the police emergency lines. The command also warns that individuals involved in such acts of vandalism will be arrested and prosecuted in accordance with the law.
Glad to know you're still tuned to the Network News on Independent Television. Marcelina Anko is standing by in our Lagos Center for more stories. Over to you, Celine.
Many thanks, Abigail, from our Lagos Network studio. The Lagos State Police Command says it has recorded another major operational success with the arrest of 2 suspected armed robbers and the recovery of firearms and ammunition during separate intelligence-led operations in the Ajegunle and Ojo area of the state. In a press statement signed by the Command's Public Relations Officer SP Abimbola Adebisi, the police said it received a credible intelligence on the activities of the suspected hoodlums who allegedly operate using commercial motorcycles while armed with dangerous weapons to dispose unsuspecting members of the public of their valuables, and statements added that the operatives of the command's tactical teams Thunder Blasts were swiftly deployed to the affected areas, leading to the successful arrest of the suspect and the recovery of the weapon. The Lagos State Traffic Management Authority last month has confirmed a distressing and potential fatal road traffic incident that occurred at Orchard Junction along the main carriageway by Offin Canal in Ward Echo Bridge. The incident involved a heavily loaded container rice truck which rammed into a male operative of Lagos Waste Management Authority last month. Preliminary investigation indicates that the articulated truck reportedly traveling at a speed for the bridge, while the CMS bridge linking canal recall leading to the crash.
We take a break, covering more stories and just be tuned.
If you're just tuning in, you're still watching the main news on Independent Television. We'll take an intermission now, and after which the news continues. Stay with us.
Some days, there comes the Ugie-Emobo festival, which the Oba celebrates outside the palace gate. A pavilion is built of red cloth where rites are performed to drive away all evil spirits still unsatisfied by the year's sacrifices. The Emobo festival is to commemorate an event in Benin history which dates back to 1504 AD.
Yari yari, Oba Tokpe! Yari, 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 yari.
Welcome back to the network news on Independent Television. Now in more news, the acting chairman of Oredo Local Government Council, Honorable Gabriel Idusei, has visited traders at Uwo Market following complaints of illegal revenue collection by individuals posing as council officials. During the visit, Honorable Idusei announced the immediate suspension of all revenue collection activities in the market, except approved fees for environmental sanitation, waste management and security. Patience Usao has the details.
Traders at Ugo Market expressed relief as the acting chairman, Honorable Gabriel Idusuri, explained that the suspension followed reports of extortion and the imposition of multiple levies by unauthorized persons. He said the council, in alliance with the Edo State government, is restructuring its revenue system to eliminate double taxation and ease the financial burden on traders. He warned market coordinators, particularly the EAKs, to desist from illegal collection, stressing that anyone found culpable will be arrested and prosecuted.
We are going to issue them a letter, all of them. All the structure inside the market belongs to local government, and nobody has a right to collect money from anybody inside the market if you are not given any permission.
I was bullied away from this market, but I thank God for Gabros, Oredo Local Government Chairman, for coming to restore peace in Ugo Market.
In a related development, Honorable Idusuri inspected the ongoing reconstruction of sections of Oba Market that were destroyed by fire. He expressed satisfaction with the pace and quality of work, while the project manager, Engineer Anero Izuagbe, assured that the renovated stores will be completed and ready for use within the next 2 months.
We are going to provide solution on how we are going to reshuffle the shops to all the traders. And by the time we are done with the reshuffling, we will present to the governor for his approval.
Is to build the shop to specifications. We have over 244 lock-up shops upstairs, and we have about 350 open stores downstairs. They are all going to be ready within this next 60 days.
The acting chairman also cautioned traders against spending money to unauthorized individuals for shop allocation, emphasizing that only the local government council has the authority to allocate stores. From Benin, Patience Osaugiwa, ITV News.
An enlarged meeting of the All Progressives Congress, APC, comprising leaders and members from the 5 wards that make up the constituency, has been held in Owa East Local Government Area Access 2. The meeting, which was convened to brainstorm on ways of taking the constituency to greater developmental heights, also provided an opportunity to address issues arising from a viral video of a purported meeting allegedly held by some persons in the Axis last week. Thomas Sadu tells us more.
Speaking to party leaders, the member representing Owan East constituency at the Edo State House of Assembly, Honorable Eric Okaka, the APC Assistant Youth Leader, Edo State, Hilary Ozogo, and the Vice Chairman of the local government expressed confidence in the leadership of Alhaji Abdul Kadir Lawani, also known as Abo Millionaire, in the local government area. They frowned at the conduct of some individuals who recently held an unapproved meeting as seen in a viral video, which they said disparaged the leadership of the party at the local government. They emphasized that Aslem Imobige of Ward 8 and Festus Owo of Ward 9, accused of causing disunity in the area, remain suspended.
We are going to issue a statement to tell the governor, to tell the leadership of APC at the state level that as the stool of APC normally is intact.
When you allow yourself in the party structure, the party will do very well. Maybe not be saying you use that money to destroy your future prospects.
Other leaders, members, and councillors in the Axis also reaffirmed their commitment to strengthen the party structure and pledged to promote inclusiveness across the 5 wards of the Axis.
No decision will be taken on the House of Reps until I have consulted with the governor.
We are lawyers, and I want us to continue that loyalty.
At the end of the meeting, a communique was presented and read by the former chairman of the local government, Ois Igbarago, to guide the conduct of members and strengthen trust within the party.
We stand with the leadership of APC in the local government
and we are ready to abide by every decision taken by the leadership.
As the APC looks ahead to the next local government election in Edo State, members are calling for transparency, unity, and effective coordination. From Benin, Thomas Sado, ITV News.
Moving on, the Nigerian government has been urged to restructure the nation's financial system by effectively integrating microfinance banks that cater to small businesses and low-income earners in order to promote broader financial inclusion and improve citizens' prosperity. This call was made at the 359th inaugural lecture series of the University of Benin, delivered by Professor Sunday Igbinusa of the Department of Banking and Finance on Thursday at the Akin Decker Auditorium, Ubawa campus. Jolade Ojo was there and brings us details.
Welcoming guests to the event, the Vice-Chancellor of the University of Benin, Professor Edoba Omoige, SAN, while introducing the inaugural lecturer, highlighted his achievement, describing Professor Sunday as an erudite scholar and a thoroughbred academic.
Professor Igbinusa belongs to a foreign professional body which is an association. He's a fellow of the Institute of Corporate Administration. He's a member of the Nigerian Institute of Management, member of the Academy of Management of Nigeria.
Delivering the lecture titled Rethinking Financial Systems Development, Financial Inclusion and Citizens' Prosperity, Some Epistemological and Phenomenological Insights, Professor Sunday Igbinusa outlined practical steps for reforming Nigeria's financial inclusion framework. He stressed that financial system must move beyond theory and elite-driven structures to reflect the lived realities of ordinary citizens.
The development of robust financial institutions and markets drives local savings, mobilizes investment, and creates the foundation for innovation and job creation. By addressing the various costs and barriers within the system, financial development enhances the allocation of resources and helps economies to thrive.
The highlight of the event was the decoration of Professor Sunday Igbinusa with the inaugural medallion by the Vice-Chancellor. Family members and guests described the lecture as timely, insightful, and critical to shaping future financial policies in Nigeria.
It's a dream come true because I know how far he has come over the years, trying to pursue his desire in finance and all his aspirations.
This particular lecture has addressed the question of finance, especially as how it should be managed in order to bring about greater prosperity.
And it was great, it was stimulating because it went around the financial system in Nigeria.
The topic was well apt and well discussed. We thank God for having this day come to pass.
From Benin, Jolade Ojo, ITV News.
We'll take a short break now, after which we'll take more reports. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Now, in another story of interest, a non-political group under the platform of Connected Advocacy has condemned the rejection of the Electoral Act amendment on mandatory transmission of election results by the Nigerian Senate. At a press conference in Benin City on Friday, the group, a South-South partner on the Youth Electoral Reform Project YEP Niger, described the decision as a setback to transparency and accountability in Nigeria's electoral process. Donald Damie reports.
Connected Advocacy, a South-South partner on the Youth Electoral Reform Project YEP Niger, has expressed strong disappointment over the Senate's rejection of the Electoral Act amendment on the mandatory transmission of election results. The group noted that the amendment already passed by the House of Representatives in December 2025 would have strengthened public confidence in elections. Executive Director of Connected Advocacy, Mr. Israel Oreka, recalled how past elections were marred by result manipulation, delay, and inconsistencies, saying that transmission remains critical to credible polls.
Got here following the widespread dissatisfaction with the process of the 2023 general elections, where INEC failed to electronically transmit presidential election results in real time as they were partially empowered to do by the 2022 Electoral Act, and more specifically by their guidelines.
Other speakers also outlined the mission of Connected Advocacy and YEP, which focuses on youth participation, electoral reforms, and safeguarding Nigeria's democratic process.
Is a youth-led civic organization committed to advancing inclusive governance, transparency, and youth participation in public decision-making across Nigeria.
Wide survey conducted by the Youth-Led Electoral Reform Advocacy Consortium showed that 57% of the 4,324 respondents said they were not satisfied with the process of the 2023 general elections.
The Senate has refused to accept a strict amendment that would compel presiding officers to upload results to the IRF portal in real time. Instead, it kept a broader provision that allows electronic transmissions as prescribed by INEC after results are counted and announced at polling units. From Benin, Donald Ehiminyen, ITV News.
Edo State Security Corps have arrested 28-year-old man Kudus Latif, a member of a three-man gang responsible for pickpocketing across Benin City. The suspect from Ifeludun local government area, Kwara State, was apprehended along Uluku Road and found in possession of stolen mobile phones and offensive weapons. Crime correspondent Jolade Ojo tells us more.
For some time, a three-man theft gang, known to operate in a red-colored minibus, had terrorized residents in and around the Oluku-Isio axis. However, luck ran out on one of them, Kudus Latif, who was arrested on 4th of February 2026. Security operatives on routine patrol along the Oluku-Isio axis intercepted and apprehended Kudus for his involvement in pickpocketing and unlawful possession of offensive weapons. A search of the suspects led to the recovery of 3 mobile phones suspected to have been stolen and 2 machetes allegedly used to facilitate criminal activities. During interrogation, Kudus revealed that he is part of a 3-man gang, identifying his accomplices as Festus and Lucky. The gang allegedly targets unsuspecting members of the public across Benin City.
What got me here normally, I'm a picking pocket.
You are what?
Normally, I pickpocket.
You pickpocket?
Yes, normally I pickpocket, but I just started work. Going to like 7 months now. There are 3 in number. So when the incident happened, 2 of my guys they're gone. We have only picked just 3 phones. And we picked 2 hours at Oluku-Isio. We not pick one.
Oluku-Isio?
Yes, we not pick one at Sapele Road.
Where is Sapele Road?
This Sapele Road there.
Where in Sapele Road did you pick it?
Sapele Road is this road here.
Along the road?
Along the road at Santana Market.
Okay.
It just I only pick only pocket, but I don't understand this knife and this cutlass.
You pick this pocket?
It's the only pocket that I pick, but I'm not using cutlass, I'm not using knife.
The Corps said the suspect has been transferred to the State Police Headquarters Anti-Kidnapping Unit, along with the recovered items, for further interrogation and investigation. Authorities also assured that efforts are ongoing to identify and apprehend the remaining members of the gang. From Benin, Jola Deojo, ITV News.
Now, a man identified as Gafaru Rasaki has been arrested for allegedly exhuming human remains from a cemetery in Shagamu, Ogun State, and being found in possession of 4 human remains. The spokesperson for the Ogun State Police Command, Babasheyi Oluseyi, disclosed this in a statement on Thursday. Oluseyi said operatives of the Shagamu Police Division apprehended the suspect on January 21, 2026, following intelligence that led to his arrest. Oluseyi said the exhibits had been secured and that the suspects would be charged to court at the conclusion of the investigation. The police spokesperson reaffirmed the command's commitment to public safety, warning that anyone involved in the desecration of human remains would face the full weight of the law. He noted that this was not the first time the police had recorded such an arrest in the state. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, has ordered the immediate deployment of tactical, operational, and intelligence assets to Kayama local government area of Kwara State following a deadly attack that claimed at least 75 lives. The Nigeria Police Force, in a statement signed on Thursday by the Force Public Relations Officer Benjamin Hundeyin, condemned the violent attack that occurred on Tuesday, describing it as tragic and deeply disturbing. According to the statements, the IGP extended his heartfelt condolences to the families of the victims as well as the government and people of Kwara State, assuring Nigerians that the force remains resolute in its duty to protect lives and property. The police also confirmed that an intensive manhunt has been launched for the perpetrators and their accomplices, stressing that investigations are ongoing and all available resources have been mobilized to ensure those responsible are identified, arrested, and brought to justice. The Defense Headquarters, DHQ, has insisted that the country's security partnership with the United States primarily focuses on capacity building, professional military education, intelligence sharing, logistics support, and strategic dialogue aimed at addressing shared security concerns, including terrorism. The DHQ made the clarification following the report that U.S. troops had been deployed to Nigeria. In a statement signed by the Director of Defense Information, Major General Saimala Uba, the DHQ emphasized that all engagements with the United States are conducted with full respect for Nigeria's sovereignty and existing bilateral frameworks. General Uba reassured Nigerians that the armed forces of Nigeria remained committed to protecting the nation's territorial integrity while collaborating with credible partners in ways that strengthen the country's security. You're still watching the Network News on Independent Television. We'll take a short break now and be back with more reports. Welcome back. Now, on the business scene, Nigeria may have recorded an estimated 6 trillion naira gain from reforms in the downstream petroleum sector within the first 9 months of 2025. The Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, NMDPRA, disclosed this at the ongoing Nigerian International Energy Summit, NES, in Abuja, noting that decades of heavy petroleum product importation had imposed significant economic losses on the country. The agency's chief executive, Engineer Saidu Mohammed, said the government is prioritizing domestic refining and working towards sourcing 100% of Nigeria's petroleum product needs locally. He added that reforms have helped conserve foreign exchange and reposition the energy sector as a net contributor to foreign exchange earnings rather than a drain on national reserves. And now on entertainment, the late Nollywood actress Ajara Lasisi, popularly known as Auntie Ajara, has been laid to rest. The actress was buried on Thursday amid tears and prayers from family members, colleagues, and residents of her community. The burial was attended by close relatives and a few colleagues from the Nollywood industry who paid their last respects to the late actress. Auntie Ajara died after a prolonged battle with liver disease, a development that threw the Nigerian film industry into mourning. News of her death was earlier confirmed by her management team, who described her passing as the end of a long and courageous struggle with illness. Now, on the foreign scene, at least 18 miners have died and one is severely injured after an explosion at an illegally operated coal mine in India's northeastern state of Meghalaya. Police say operatives of rescue operations are on and some people are still feared trapped, adding that the blast occurred around 11 o'clock local time on Thursday in the East Jantia Hills of the state. Jolade Ojo has the details. That report was actually brought to you by Thomas Sadu. Now, for our sports news, we'll now join Usemujame Usage from our sports desk for reports.
Defending champions Super Falcons of Nigeria will begin preparations for the 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations on Tuesday, 24th February. The West Africans are drawn in Group C with Malawi, Zambia and Egypt. Nigeria will be looking to win a record-extending 11th title in Morocco next month when it kickstarts from March 17th to April 3rd, 2026. The Super Falcons will participate in the WAFU B Invitational Tournament in Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire later this month as part of their preparations for the WAFCON 2026 League's finals. Elsewhere, Super Eagles winger Ademola Lookman has expressed delight to have scored his debut goal and grabbed an assist for Atletico Madrid in their Copa del Rey tie against Real Betis. The former African Footballer of the Year winner, who recently joined the Spanish club from Atalanta during the January transfer window, wasted no time announcing his arrival by scoring the third goal and creating the fourth in Atletico Madrid's 5-0 win in the quarterfinals. Speaking after the game, Lookman stated that it's a dream start for him to have scored in his first game. And that's it from Sports Desk. I am Osemriame Usagi.
And here's where we draw the curtain on the network news on Independence Television. I am Chukwufumnanya Digwe. Thank you for watching. Do have a wonderful night.